Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chilltalk English. This is the podcast where English feels slow, safe, and friendly. I'm Henry.
And I'm Emma. Hi, friends. We're really happy you're here today.
Emma, quick question. How are you feeling right now?
I feel good. A little busy, but good. This morning, I did something new. I did not touch my phone for the first 20 minutes.
Wow, 20 minutes. That's very strong.
Thank you, thank you. I made water with lemon, I opened the window, and I just looked at the sky. No phone, no messages, no stress.
That sounds peaceful. My morning was not peaceful.
Oh no, what happened?
I woke up and I heard my alarm. I thought, okay, I will get up now. Then I closed my eyes for 1 second. And then it was 15 minutes later.
That is not 1 second, Henry. That is a whole mini vacation.
Yes, a very short vacation. And then I rushed like a cartoon character.
Friends, today's topic is perfect for that story.
Yes, today we're talking about something you do every day. Something simple, something real, your daily routine.
Your daily routine is your day, from morning to night. The small actions, the small habits, the small moments.
And here's the great news. Your daily routine can help you learn English because you already know your life.
Exactly. When you talk about your day in English, you don't need big words. You don't need difficult grammar. You need clear, simple sentences.
Today, we will help you describe your day step by step. We will practice useful phrases you can use today, not someday.
And we'll make it fun. We'll also do a full day story. Then you can copy it and change it for your own life.
If you enjoy this episode, please subscribe to Chill Talk English. And if you can, share it with a friend who is learning English.
Yes, thank you. Okay, let's start at the start. The morning.
The first key phrase is I wake up.
Say it with us. I wake up.
I wake up.
Great. Now you can add a time. For example, I wake up at 6:45 or I wake up at 8.
You can also say, I wake up early, or I wake up late.
And after you wake up, many people do this. I stay in bed for a few minutes.
Yes, I stay in bed means you are awake, but you are still in bed. You are not moving fast.
Some people also say, I scroll on my phone. That means you move your finger and look at many posts.
I do that sometimes, and then I feel angry at myself.
It's okay, Henry. You're human. Friends, you can say, I check my phone or I don't check my phone.
Next phrase, I get up. This means you leave your bed and stand up.
Careful. Get up is very common. I get up at 7:10. Easy.
Then I go to the bathroom.
And then we have two super common phrases. Number 1, I brush my teeth. Number 2, I wash my face.
You can add details. I brush my teeth quickly, or I brush my teeth for 2 minutes.
And for washing your face, I wash my face with cold water or with warm water.
Emma, are you a cold water person?
In summer, yes. In winter, no. In winter, cold water feels like a surprise attack.
Good description. Next, many people say, I take a shower.
Not make a shower, we say take a shower.
Or if you don't shower in the morning, you can say, I take a shower at night.
After that, you can say, I get dressed. That means you put on your clothes.
And you can add, I get dressed slowly, or I get dressed in a hurry.
In a hurry means you are late or you feel rushed.
Then we arrive at a lovely part of the day, food.
Breakfast. Friends, you can say, I eat breakfast or I have breakfast.
Both are correct. Example, I have breakfast at home. Or, I eat breakfast at a cafe.
You can keep it simple. I eat bread, I eat fruit, I eat eggs, I drink tea, I drink coffee.
I drink coffee, and I need it. Without coffee, my brain is like a sleeping cat.
Me too. And you can also say, I make coffee or I make tea.
Now, here is a very useful sentence for beginners. After breakfast, I... And then you add your action.
Yes, for example, after breakfast, I pack my bag. Or, after breakfast, I feed my cat. Or, after breakfast, I study English.
Wow, that last one is a great idea.
Friends, your day is already full of English practice. You just need the words.
Okay, now we move to leaving home. You can say, I leave home at 8:30.
Or, I leave my house at 9. Both are fine.
Then we talk about transportation. How do you go to work or school?
You can say, I walk, I drive, I take the bus, I take the train, I ride a bike.
Ride a bike is a nice phrase. Also, I take a taxi, or I take the subway in some cities.
And you can add time. It takes 10 minutes. It takes 30 minutes. Easy, useful, every day.
During your commute, you can say, I listen to music, or I listen to an English podcast.
If you are listening right now, that's you. Great job.
Now you arrive. You can say, I arrive at work, or I arrive at school.
Then you can say, I start work, or I start my classes.
Let's give some simple work and study actions. For work, I answer emails, I talk to customers, I work on my tasks.
For school, I take notes. I listen to my teacher. I do homework. I study for a test.
And when something is difficult, you can say, I feel stressed, or I feel nervous.
When something is good, you can say, I feel proud, or I feel relaxed.
Feelings are important. They make your story real.
Now it's time for lunch. Friends, you can say, I have lunch at 12:15, or I eat lunch at 1.
You can say, I eat with my coworkers, or I eat with my classmates.
Or I eat alone. That is also normal.
After lunch, many people feel sleepy.
Yes, you can say, after lunch, I feel sleepy, or after lunch, I feel tired.
And then, I take a short break.
A short break can be 5 minutes. You can say, I stretch, I walk outside, I drink water.
I sometimes say, I will rest my eyes. That can become a long rest.
Henry, please do not sleep at your desk.
I try, Emma. I try.
Okay, then the afternoon continues. You can say, in the afternoon, I work more, or in the afternoon, I study.
Then we reach the end of the workday. You can say, I finish work at 5:20, or I finish school at 3:30.
Then, I go home. Simple and perfect.
When you arrive home, you can say, I get home. This is a very common phrase.
And then you can say, I take off my shoes, or I change my clothes.
For relaxing, I sit on the sofa. I lie down. I rest for a bit.
For family time, I talk with my family. I play with my kids. I call my friend.
Then, dinner time. You can say, I cook dinner. Or I make dinner.
Or if you are tired, I order food or I eat out.
After dinner, I wash the dishes. Or I clean the kitchen.
Not fun, but very real.
And then you have free time. You can say, I watch a show. I read a book. I play a game. I go for a walk.
Or I study English for 10 minutes. Small time is okay.
Then, bedtime. You can say, I get ready for bed.
That can include I take a shower, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I put on pajamas.
And then, I set my alarm. And finally, I go to bed.
One more key phrase. I fall asleep. Not I sleep for the start. We say I fall asleep at 11:30.
Perfect. Now, friends, we will connect everything with time words. These are like small bridges.
Yes, time words like first, then, after that, later, and finally.
Let's do a quick mini example.
First, I wake up.
Then, I get up.
After that, I wash my face.
Later, I go to work.
Finally, I go to bed.
Great. Now, Emma, I think we should tell a full day story.
Yes, friends, listen first. Just listen and imagine the day. Ready? Here is my typical day.
Go for it.
Okay. I usually wake up at 7:15. I open my eyes and I take a deep breath. I stay in bed for 2 minutes and I think, today will be okay. Then I get up and I go to the bathroom. I brush my teeth and I wash my face with warm water. It helps me feel calm. After that, I take a quick shower, I dry my hair, and I get dressed. I like simple clothes, so I usually wear a t-shirt and comfortable pants. Next, I go to the kitchen. I make tea and I drink a few sips. Then I eat breakfast. My breakfast is small. I often eat yogurt and a banana. If I have time, I make toast too. While I eat, I look at my plan for the day. I do not want to feel rushed, so I move slowly. Around 8:30, I leave home. I lock the door and I check my bag. I walk to the bus stop. The bus is sometimes full, but it's okay. On the bus, I listen to music. Sometimes I listen to an easy English video with subtitles. It feels like a small class, but I'm just sitting on a bus. I arrive at work a little before 9. First, I say hello to my coworkers. Then I check my messages. After that, I start my tasks. I write, I plan, and I talk with people on my team. In the late morning, I drink water and I stand up for a minute. It helps my body. At 12:45, I take lunch. I usually bring lunch from home. I eat rice and vegetables, or I eat a sandwich. I sit with one coworker and we talk about simple things, like the weather and our weekend plans. After lunch, I feel a little sleepy, so I take a short walk outside. I look at trees and I breathe slowly. Then I go back to work. In the afternoon, I finish important tasks and I make a small list for tomorrow. That helps me relax later. I finish work around 5:30. I pack my bag and I go home. When I get home, I take off my shoes and I change into comfortable clothes. I rest for a few minutes. Sometimes I call my sister and we talk for 10 minutes. Then I start dinner. I cook something easy like noodles with vegetables or chicken and salad. I eat dinner at home and I drink water. After dinner, I wash the dishes and I clean the table. Then I have free time. I might watch a funny show or read a short story. If I feel stressed, I write in a notebook for 5 minutes. It helps me clear my mind. At night, I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth and I wash my face again. I put on pajamas and I set my alarm. I go to bed around 11. I read 2 or 3 pages of a book, and then I turn off the light. Most nights, I fall asleep quickly, and that is my day.
That was so clear, Emma, and it was very real. I like the line, "Today will be okay." That's comforting.
Thank you. Friends, now it's Henry's turn, and this time you can do shadowing.
Shadowing means you repeat after the speaker. You can repeat quietly. Try to copy the rhythm. I will speak slowly.
Yes. Ready, friends?
Here we go. I usually wake up at 6:50. My alarm makes a loud sound, and I want to be brave. Nervous laugh. First, I open my eyes. Then, I sit up in bed. I stretch my arms, and I roll my shoulders. After that, I stand up, and I walk to the bathroom. I brush my teeth, and I wash my face with cold water. Cold water makes me feel awake, even if my brain is still sleeping. Next, I get dressed. I choose my clothes fast because I don't like making decisions in the morning. I go to the kitchen and I make coffee. The smell makes me happy. I also eat something small, like an egg or some fruit. While I eat, I look outside for a minute. If the weather is nice, I feel better. Around 7:40, I leave home. I walk for a few minutes, and then I take the train. On the train, I listen to this kind of podcast, or I read simple English sentences on my phone. Sometimes I just look out the window and rest my eyes. I arrive at work at 8:30. First, I say hello. Then, I check my schedule. After that, I start working. I answer messages, I join short meetings, and I work on my projects. At lunchtime, I eat something light, because heavy food makes me slow. I drink water. After lunch, I take a short break. I walk a little and I breathe fresh air. In the afternoon, I work until the end of the day. I try to finish my tasks. If I cannot finish everything, I write a note for tomorrow. It helps me feel calm. In the evening, I go home. When I get home, I change into comfortable clothes. I eat dinner at home. Sometimes I cook. Sometimes I buy food from a small shop near my place. After dinner, I clean up a little. Then I relax. I might watch a show, or call a friend, or take a short walk. At night, I get ready for bed. I brush my teeth. I set my alarm. I go to bed around 10:45. I fall asleep after a little time, and that is my day.
Nice, Henry. Clear, simple, and smooth.
Thank you. Friends, did you notice something? I used the same basic grammar again and again.
Yes. Simple past? No. Difficult words? No. Just simple present and routine phrases.
Now it's your turn. You can start with only 3 sentences.
For example, I wake up at. I eat breakfast. I go to work.
That's enough. Small steps are real progress.
And here is a very helpful tip. Write your routine in a notebook, then read it out loud.
If you feel shy, that's normal. You can also record your voice and listen later.
When you listen, don't judge yourself. Just notice one small thing to improve. Maybe one word, maybe one sentence.
Now, we want to give you 5 simple tips to make your routine story better.
Tip 1. Use time words. First, then, after that, later, finally.
Tip 2. Add feelings. I feel tired. I feel excited. I feel stressed. I feel relaxed.
Tip 3. Add one reason. For example, I drink coffee because it helps me wake up.
Tip 4. Keep sentences short. Short sentences are easier to say.
Tip 5. Practice a little every day. Even 5 minutes is good.
Before we go, we have a small question for you. Write one sentence in the comments.
Yes, tell us, what do you do after dinner? One simple sentence.
For example, I wash the dishes after dinner, or I watch videos after dinner.
We want to read your sentences, and you can learn from other listeners too.
Thank you for spending time with us on Chill Talk English.
You're doing great. Keep going. Your English is growing, little by little.
See you next time.
Bye, friends.